Welcome, listeners, to another episode of the Chris Talk Show, and this is Breaking News. What's up, listeners? I am your host with the most, Chris Talks. All right, folks, let's get right into this episode's top topic, which is a deadly stabbing spree in New York City. Apparently, some guy went on a stabbing spree, and 2 people are dead. All right, listen. Before I get into it, dive into this, all right, we're going to play this audio from, I believe, Nightly News. Yeah, shout out to Nightly News. So before we get into it, if you're one of my new viewers or my old viewers, if you like this content, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and feel free to share a comment. All right, so let's get right into this and hear what's going on in New York City. All right, folks, let's do it. Hit it.
Tonight, chilling video of a suspect police say was preparing for a stabbing spree in New York, donning a hoodie, putting on gloves, and pulling a knife from his bag.
The senseless violence should never happen.
Officials say 51-year-old Ramon Rivera used these knives to stab 3 people unprovoked.
This is our suspect for all these stabbings,
Leaving 2 men dead and 1 woman in critical condition.
Well, I'm very nervous walking the streets of New York anyway, so to hear this is really upsetting.
The random attacks began at 8:20 a.m. this morning on Manhattan's West Side, where Rivera stabbed his first victim, a 36-year-old construction worker, according to police. Police say Rivera then moved by foot across the city. About 2 hours later, he stabbed another 68-year-old man out fishing by the East River. And just before 11 a.m., police say he stabbed a 36-year-old woman near the United Nations headquarters, the woman still fighting for her life in a local hospital. A cab driver followed the suspect and tipped off the NYPD.
I just heard a commotion from where I was, stepped outside, heard what people were saying, and reacted.
This witness says he saw the arrest.
That's when he put his hands up. He went on the ground, no struggle, no anything. He didn't fight.
Rivera has an extensive criminal record with 8 arrests in the last year. City officials say he has a documented history of mental health concerns.
It is a clear example of the criminal justice system and the mental health system that continues to fail New Yorkers.
Antonia Hilton, NBC News, New York.
Man, there are some really, really sick people out there.
Bruh.
All right, let it go. All right, so this is the point of the program where I give you my view and my opinion on this particular story. And I would like to say this. First and foremost, I have said it before. I will say it again, and I will continuously say this. There is no permanent solution, okay, for any mental health in the United States. Period.
Message.
Anywhere you go in the United States, there is not one place in the United States where they can permanently facilitate somebody with mental issues. Okay? Nowhere in the United States.
Bruh.
So this has happened, in my opinion, this happened to be a situation where somebody who was mentally disturbed and was released, okay, committed this crime. And as a result of this person committing this crime, 2 people lost their lives. Can we drop a church bell for the 2 people who have lost their lives in this situation, please? And can we also give this guy the dummy buzzer, please? Can we give him the dummy buzzer? Our condolences to the family of these two innocent people that lost their lives. Our condolences to them. Nowhere. Now I'm gonna say this. It is very unfortunate that this situation happened. I'm gonna say that it is very, very extremely unfortunate that this situation has happened. But like I've said before, this happens all around the world because when you have somebody with a mental disability, okay, and some people, some of my listeners, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, but they could do this, they could do that, they could do. I understand that, all right. I completely understand that, right? And to a extent, right?
What?
No, to an extent, I agree with you. But there are certain laws that are set up, okay, to where you cannot hold people like that. When you hold people like that, I believe, well, I think, I'm not going to say I believe, but I think it becomes somewhat of a criminal act when you try to hold the mentally challenged, even though they should be held in some type of permanent setting. But at the same time, I mean, there's law set up, in my opinion, there's law set up that prevents this. Now, what we need is laws that set up that allow this. You understand what I'm saying?
Bruh.
No, I'm serious. That allow this. And then with all the taxpayers' money, with all the money that so many people spend on taxes, okay, they need to set up an institution like that. And I'm just saying, people, I just want you to think about it. If they can set up an institution like that for criminals, right, to sit in jail permanently, and our taxpayers, taxpayers' money, pay for that. Why can't they set up an institution like that to where people with mental disabilities, but seriously permanent ones, where they're really, really, like, really up, have a permanent place to stay?
Bruh.
I'm just asking.
Message.
To all my listeners, I'm asking all my listeners. If you didn't catch it, rewind it back, and play back what I just said. I'm just asking a simple question. If they can build facilities to hold people who commit crimes for the rest of their lives, why can't they build facilities to hold people who have serious mental disorders? Why can't this happen?
Bruh.
That's all I'm asking. Because this is just another case of this, and I've reported on several different stories. And people, I'm just asking the question. That's all I'm doing is asking the question. We have, in this country, we have nursing homes where we put our elderly and stuff. Insurance, all this stuff pays for it. It needs, and what is the other place called? What is this place called? A hospice, something like that, to where people stay until they pass away. You understand what I'm saying? So why don't, and I'm just asking, why don't we have a place for people with seriously mentally ill problems that they don't have no permanent place?
Bruh.
Because I'm pretty sure that there could be some type of law or something set up in the courts to house these people. And I'm saying, like, in my opinion, they could build some type of like, you could take a group home, okay?
Bruh.
No, I'm serious. You could take a group home, okay, and then have that and turn it into a mental facility.
Wait, what?
It's just an idea. Or a hospital. like an old hospital or old high school and just turn it into a mental facility.
Bruh.
I mean, they do have mental jails, right? I mean, they do have facilities for people who have mental issues and are sentenced to jail, if I'm correct, right? Okay, so then why can't they find a permanent facility like that? I don't understand. People, I don't understand this. Something like this happened in Texas a while back to where somebody, well, no, not in Texas. Was it New York as well? Yes, it was New York as well that was reported where a guy was released from the hospital and randomly went around, I think, slashing people. I don't think he was stabbing people. I think he was slashing people or cutting people or something like that. But it was something within that manner that had happened. Now, I said it then and I'll say it now. When you vote for these people, for the people that vote, okay, for y'all who vote, all right?
Bruh.
No, I'm just saying for those who vote, okay? Why is it that when you ask for the things that you want, why are nobody's focusing on these type of things? Okay? Nobody. All right?
Message.
Nobody. In I think it was the early 2000s, there was a video that was all over the internet of New York City officer. I believe what is this gun called again? A stun gun. Used a stun gun to stun somebody who was on, I think they was on like I don't know if we have that video. I don't know if you could find it. But they was like on a fire escape or something. Or like one of those I don't know the name of it. Well, I know the name of it. I just can't get it out right now. You understand what I'm saying? So if you can imagine, I think it was a fire escape. If I'm correct, excuse me. I think it was a fire escape though, right? Did you hear about the story? I think it was Caucasian to Spanish, but okay, standing schizophrenic. Okay, we got it now. Schizophrenic. He was standing in front of a building, I believe. No, he was a fire escape. Yeah, like you said, the fire escape, and this was in the Bronx. And the police used a stun gun on somebody who was mentally disturbed, and they didn't understand what. At that time, they didn't really understand what was going on. I forget if he had a weapon or not. I'll have to look that story up. I mean, Ed will look that story up more, and then maybe on the next episode, I'll come back and clear that up. If I'm wrong, I'll come back and clear it up. But I do know that this situation had took place. I don't know a specific place. Let me take it back that I said the Bronx because I don't want to, be wrong. But I do know, right, that it did take place in New York City. Okay, the situation did take place in New York City, and I think it was in the early 2000s. Now, did they do like a refurb of the police? I think they did. I think they retrained the police on how to deal with people who are dealing with mental situations. I think that's part of where, if I'm correct, that's part of where the stun gun came in, right? I'm not sure, but I think that's part of the reason of why that came about. I really don't know, but I know in a lot of situations that the stun gun was used, whether they were mental or not. They were still used in a lot of situations, and the stun gun has prevented lots of deaths. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
On both sides. I'm on, not even on both sides, just on all sides. All right.
Bruh.
It has prevented a lot of deaths. So I will say this. Okay. Again, same situation where a mental hospital released a patient who they know was violent. All right.
Bruh.
who they know was violent, they released them. But there is no law, and everybody that's listening to me, please understand, there's no law in around the country. If I'm wrong, listeners, if I'm wrong, DM me and then let me know. Give me all the info. Just let me know that I'm wrong, okay?
Bruh.
But there is no, what was that for? No, but I'm just saying, there is no law or legislation that says that any mental facility can hold you indefinitely. There's none, especially at this man's age. I mean,
Bruh.
he's 51. What are you going to do? He's 51. What are you really going to do? You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
What are you going to do? But this is what we need to change within. I think we need to change within our communities. This is something that we need to focus on. A lot of people need to understand that, because, in my opinion, it is because of, I would say, I would go back as far as, in my time, I would say September 11th. From September 11th, there has been a serious mental problem in the United States.
Message.
And then COVID, it in my opinion, it just compiled on top of that.
Wait, what?
That's it. That's all it did. It just made it worse, bro. That's all it did. That's all COVID did to the mental health in America.
Bruh.
But America, our presidents, I don't care how many we've had, they've done absolutely nothing on mental health. Nothing. They have just let it run rampant. And it's like it's like Mexicans coming over the border, okay? That's how bad the mental health is in America. Not just Mexicans. It's like everybody coming over the border, okay? We don't got 15 million or whatever, so that don't cross the border into America. We have just as many mental people in America, okay?
Bruh.
And they keep coming in. We really need to focus. And I'm not trying to joke about it. I'm just being serious. This is something, mental health is really something that needs to be focused on in America. Yet, the people that we are putting, the politicians that we are putting in these seats, none of them, okay, are really focused on mental health. If I'm wrong, listeners, if I'm wrong, like I said, correct me. Correct me.
Bruh.
Correct me. And that's my view and that's my opinion on this particular topic. All right, let's get out of here, man. I gotta go get my babies. All right, I want to thank all my listeners for tuning in. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, and I so appreciate that. Also, check us out on all of our other social media platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I think it should be on your screen, right? Yeah, on the screen to where you can check us out. All right, so until next episode, listeners, stay blessed and not stressed. I'll see y'all later. Peace out.